I made some good progress taking all of the parts that I want to save off of my old block on my C5 Corvette track car. Now we're in the process of putting the cam on, all the lifters and the oil pan, and redoing some stuff to make sure everything works great when we put it all back together. In this episode, we're going to put the oil pan baffles on our oil pan and get ready to put it back on the engine. We got to get the bottom part of the bat wing oil pan off because we're going to install baffles as well as new gaskets in this. So this is 10 millimeters. Take the bat wing off, and at the bottom of the oil pan, Improved Racing sells baffles that'll help prevent oil starvation, which we don't want none of that on the track. So go ahead and take these off. Shouldn't be torqued down too hard. And then I'll clean up this oil pan for make it all shiny and new. That must feels like it was like 13 different bolts. I'll take this off, clean it out. We are going to install, I did get a new oil pan gasket, both the big one and the little one. So all this is going to come off. We'll clean up all the surfaces, and this actually don't look like it's in bad shape, but we'll clean up all the surfaces, put it back together. Went through a lot of brake cleaner. Yeah, so clean it up, we'll let it dry, and put the baffles on. I'm using the old gasket just as reference, but I kind of like marked out with the razor blade where they're going to go, and it does come with instructions, but you're supposed to cut this part of the gasket and this back part of the gasket. So once I mark it all off, I'll actually cut it, test fit it to make sure, and then I'll actually use my new gasket. So this will at least get one last hurrah with this one. These two went on pretty good. This one is a little tight. So what I just did was some sandpaper, and I'm just trying to hone out the inside of this because it's not flush. I'll show you. Just like hone out the inside of that just enough so I can get this thing to fit flush, because it doesn't quite want to, and it's aluminum on aluminum, so I don't want to bang it because it might not bend it, it could break it. So I'm really trying my best not to do that. So if I could just get this a little bit more hogged out, it might fit. If this was iron, I wouldn't care. I'd probably try bending these flaps, but aluminum they could break. That's pretty close. A little bit more, I think we're good. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Just that, the gap was a lot more before, right there, and it's a little bit more on that side. Where is it? There. A little bit more there. These two fit perfectly flush, no issues. All right, that did the trick. Let's see if I can, there we go. See that? That did the trick. Now we'll test fit the gasket on. Flip it around. See how that looks. All right, we got to make a couple more trims, but they're pretty good. So now I have it all on. You can see with the stuff cut away, that's what it is there. I mean, obviously, once the oil pan goes on, it'll go in like that. That's what we want. But what this does is, under hard driving, these baffles will stay like this to keep all the oil right in this area where we lead to oil starvation for when it goes this way and this way. And it has been proven. I'll put up a graph. They actually have a graph at different G's to do it. Obviously, I don't think it's going to be perfect. Like, at some point, I'm going to need a dry sump when I go slicks and aero, but this could get me by for a little while.
If you're looking for a great way to support our channel, check out lowboostfilms.com. Not only does this support the channel, but you'll look great while you do it as well. We have a great selection of different types of apparel and merchandise that you guys can buy. I also have a selection of car parts and tools that we've reviewed on the channel that we know work well for sale on there as well at a good price, so make sure you check it out.
So after a bunch of cans of brake clean, got that as clean as I could. There's actually speckles on the inside of these oil pans. I've never seen that before, like metal, but it's welded to it or fused to it. And at first I thought, oh my God, that's pieces of my engine, but it actually just looked like it was part of the oil pan. Maybe because they were cast, I don't know. But I hit it with brake clean again because I originally used a paper towel. Then I'm like, if I'm gonna have paper towel pieces just floating around in here, I didn't want that. So I used brake clean to get the last bit of the gunk out of here to place this on. So let's see how this lines up and fits. I mean, there's your oil pan. Then I'll put the oil pan bolts back on. I got to double check on the torque specs on that. Let's get to it. When I first started working on cars and I had to get a torque wrench because everybody's like, oh, I need a torque wrench. This was a torque wrench I got on Amazon, which for putting on wheels, which was absolutely useless. You guys might be in the same boat as me for that. But for this, you actually need this. So the Batwing bolts only get torqued down to 106 inch-pounds. This one goes down to only 120, but I'll back it out another couple clicks and kind of estimate it from there. It's not an exact science. I don't want to over torque it though, but that's what you got to do for this. And there's no set pattern they have you go, but I'm just going to kind of slowly work my way around. So with the Batwing on and complete, this is what it looks like from the inside. You got the baffle there, not letting anything go out. Got this baffle here, keeping the oil in. And then this one you kind of can't see. It's right there. It's right there. Keeping the oil where it's supposed to be, right there. Flip my finger around, see it? That's that one there. So that'll all keep it right here where that pickup tube is. So when we're going around turns, it doesn't end up there or there, which could cause some starvation. So Batwing baffles installed. Next up, we're gonna finish putting on the harmonic balancer, and we're gonna do the barbell for the rear. So stay tuned for that because we're working our way through on the Corvette. Hopefully it'll be back together soon, be back out on the track before spring. Hopefully I can fix all the oil leaks on this thing so we don't have any issues in my driveway. And I'll hopefully be driving this thing a lot this summer. That's the plan. So thank you guys very much for watching. If you can't wait until next week's episode, make sure to check out these videos that I already have ready to go.